Hello friends, I am Kamlesh Kumar, Assistant Professor in BCA Group of Colleges. Today I am deliver our lecture Structured Analysis behalf of Guru KPO. Today we will discuss about structure analysis. Basically, first of all we have to discuss analysis and analysis. Analysis are various tools to understand and describe the information system. Analysis is the main thing that we have to use on in our every part. That's the analysis is the basic description of the information. One of the way in using structure analysis. This is the main way which we have to use structure analysis using analysis. There are different kinds of analysis we have to use. Now we have discussed about structured analysis. What is structure analysis? And structure analysis is a development method that allows the analysis to understand the system and its activities in a logical way. It is a systematic approach. It has following attributes. In structure analysis is a basically depend on development. Okay, development is the main part of the structure analysis, and it can be understood by the system and its activities. We have to understand activities of the system and different kind of logical way also. In this structure analysis. After structure analysis, we have to study about some attributes of the structure analysis. In a graphical way, specific the presence of application. Graphical way, we have to represent our task in a graphical way. That is the main part of the structure analysis. Next, it divides the process so that it gives a clear picture of system flow. It gives fixed picture system of picturization and picture of system flow. And next, it is an approach that work from high level system flow overview to low level system details. It means in this approach we have to use high level approaches to low level approaches. High level system flow overview to low level details. After this, we have to discuss the structure analysis tools. What is the structure analysis tool and how it will be work and how many there are tools are in this topic. Data flow, DFD data flow diagram. This is the first structured analysis tool. Next, data dictionary, decision tree, decision table, structured English. These are the tools which we are using in structured analysis. After this, we have to using the diagram. Information gathering. First of all, we have to gather information gathering using the DFD data flow diagram. We have to prepare first of all DFD diagram. After DFD diagram, we are information using in decision trees. First we have to draw DFD diagram, then after that we have to use decision trees. Then decision tables also created. Decision tables and structures queries and Pusu codes. Okay? And in this diagram we have to use everything in information. First of all, we have to gather all information, and after gathering the information, we have first of all use DFD data flow diagram, then DT decision tree, then decision tables, then structured query, then Pusu code, and after that completing these things we have to use data organization. These data will be collected in the organization. It means this task performing a particular information which we have to collect from user. User will be give these information, then we have to use sequentially step by step and following these things, and then we have to data organization. After that, now DFD data flow diagram. It means it is a technique developed by Larry Consist to express the requirement of system in a graphical form. Those requirements are expressed by user that explain the graphical way. That means it shows the flow of data. it will be show the data, how data will be work and how data will be flow. Next, it is an initial stage of the designing phase, and it is a starting stage of the designing way. Next, it is a graphical nature, make it good communications. It is a very good graphical graphical nature, it makes good communications between tools. And after that, it gives overview of what data and system process, what data, which kind of data we have to use, and which kind of data we are using in our this DFD diagram. Now some basic things are of on the DFD basic elements of DFD: symbol name, symbol and meaning. First of all, square like this, and square of the destination of the data we have to use in our DFD diagram. Next, arrow keys are using for data flow, it means data will be flow from left or upper or down, whatever we have to use. And open rectangular, it means data will be stored in a particular way. Next, circle shows this is the way, the process transforming data will be transferred from one place to another place. This is the basic elements and symbols which we are using in our DFD diagrams, and we are solve our task in different ways using these symbols and these meanings of the DFD diagrams. Type of DFD, there are two types. Basically, two types are used: physical DFD and logical DFD. These DFD are using, we have to different between physical and logical, physical DFD and logical DFD. In physical DFD, it is implementation dependent and it is independent. Logical DFD is independent, and in physical DFD it shows which functions are performed in physical DFD, and in logical DFD it focus only on the flow of data. It means it is dependent on the flow of data, basically focus on the data, how data can be flow. Next, physical DFD, it provides low level details of software and hardware, and it in physical DFD, it explains event of system and data required by each event in logical DFD. Thank you so much.